Welcome back to Mixing It Up with Erica. Today we are making one of my personal favorites. It is such a versatile recipe for our stuffed pepper mixture. Or you could put it on a tortilla and eat it as a burrito or taco night. Or it's also great just as nachos. The ingredients you are going to need for today's recipe are quinoa cooked by the time we add it into our mixture. I will need about 4-ish cups of cooked quinoa. The recipe calls for 4, but I added in based on how it looks in the mixture. But if you're feeding a large group, just put the full 4 cups in there to have the extra volume. 4 cups of chicken broth in our pan. To add in 2 cups of quinoa, cover and turn it down to a simmer. And that's gonna take about 12 to 15 minutes. We're gonna put a little oil in our pan, which I have preheated on about a medium-high heat. I pre-chopped my onions. Just toss them right in there. You want to hear that sizzle when you toss them in. We want to see them get translucent. I am making a double batch of this recipe today, but you can easily cut it in half to make a smaller portion that works better for your family. Our quinoa is cooked. It looks great. I gave it a quick fluff, covered it, and removed it from the heat. Our onions are getting a nice little saute on them. To add in garlic. Just a couple garlic cloves already pre-chopped, nice and fine. Our garlic only needs about a minute or 2 to get nice and fragrant. Now that our onions are translucent and the garlic is nice and fragrant, we're going to add 2 pounds of ground chicken. On top of our chicken, add chili powder, salt, pepper, cumin, poultry seasoning, and a little bit of smoked paprika. This is a flavorful dish. You want to get it nice and mixed in. We want to cook this chicken thoroughly. Once you have a good mix on this, just go ahead and let this cook for a minute. Fill your kitchen with the aroma of flavor. Oh, it smells so good in here. Our chicken is starting to get a decent cook on it. So now I like to use one of these little chopper things to really get it nice and mixed together. It helps break your chicken up into smaller pieces so it mixes better with all the other ingredients. However, I do find that if you use this too soon, the raw chicken just sticks all over it. Once you have your chicken broken up the way you like it, let it continue to cook until it's fully cooked. Undercooked chicken will not taste good. Have a nice cook on our chicken. 2 cups of tomato sauce, the double recipe. You get a large pan like we did today, or you make it and you have a large jar of it, a little extra is not going to hurt. What I like to do is give it roughly the 2 cups that we need. Give it a stir, keep adding in my ingredients, and I have a little left to add back in. I need more. If not, we'll do something with it. And we're going to add in roughly 4 cups of quinoa. What I'll do is put in my first 2 cups, give it a good stir, see how much more I want to add. Any quinoa we don't use in this recipe, you can bag up in individual servings or whatever size you need for your family and put it in the fridge and you already have quinoa cooked up for other recipes throughout the week, like maybe a shrimp scampi. We are doing 3.5 cups of quinoa today. I mean, how do you say that? Quinoa? I don't really know. All I know is it's delicious. It takes on the flavors you cook it in. So good. And it's good for you too. Add in 2 cans of black beans. You always want to make sure you rinse off your black beans before adding them to your mixture. Add some sweet corn. I'm using the frozen stuff today. Use canned, fresh off the cob, whatever you have. Add in the whole bag. There's a little more than 2 cups in that bag. It'll be fine. I'm going to add in cilantro. Measure with your heart moments, but somewhere in the vicinity of like 5 to 10 tablespoons of a fresh cilantro. It's a really nice touch to this dish. I, however, am using a cilantro paste today. That is as close as you can get to fresh. The cilantro paste is it lasts longer in my fridge. In the equivalent measure from fresh to the paste, 1 to 1. I want to add some fresh lime. Out of fresh lime, use what you got. Half a lime worth to a full lime. I like to play with it. I really like the freshness you get from the cilantro and lime combination. Oh, it's so good. You try this recipe, let me know how it goes for you. Share it with your friends and family. I love to make this as a side during like a cookout or something. Sits in the crock pot and you can turn it into nachos and have a few stuffed peppers off to the side as nice sides to go with ribs or root beer chicken or something along those lines. Or for those picky kids. My kids love to eat this as nachos and they don't even know how healthy it is for them. When I have everything in there, I do want to add the remainder of my tomato sauce into the mixture. Just take a moment, smell the flavors, see how everything's mingling together. Does it smell like it could use a tad bit more freshness? Add more lemon or cilantro. You can also use parsley in place of cilantro. A little different, but it works well. Or maybe it needs a little more smoked paprika or chili powder. Roughly how it smells is how it's going to taste. So if it's smelling amazing, it should taste amazing. Play with your food. You'll never know if you don't try. Oh, that looks so good. I'm going to turn it down on low, cover it, let it simmer, let them spices get to know each other a little better, and go prep the peppers. Have our oven preheating to 375. Now my peppers have already been washed and are ready for use. I have a 9x13 pan here. First, I like to cut around the stem and the seeds, get that pulled out in one shot. You carefully go around the outside of the stem in your pepper. Make sure it goes all the way around. And I use my knife to kind of get it started, give it a pop, and pull it out. Now it's not a perfect, but it got a lot out for us. I cut mine in half, so that way I can continue cleaning this out. Once you have them cleaned out how you like, you set them inside your baking dish and do the next one. I mean, peppers are messy. What are you gonna do? I'll clean it up while these bake. That's what I'll do. So if you have an easier way to clean out these peppers, I'd love to hear it. This is what always works for me. We have our peppers prepped and in a pan ready for a 375-degree oven. Before we do that, we need to stuff these babies with that chicken mixture we made. And you just stuff the peppers. Always have to get some on the counter, never fails. And we have them all nice and stuffed. I'm going to cover them with aluminum foil. You're going to put them in a 375-degree oven for about 35 minutes. Our peppers just cooked in a 375-degree oven for 35 minutes. To add Monterey Jack cheese. We want to make sure we get a nice layer of cheese so you have something that looks like this. Now I'm going to put this back in my 375-degree oven for 3 to 5 minutes. We have our ooey gooey cheesy stuffed peppers ready to plate. And I'm going to plate some nachos for my son to show you that variation. He likes a little hot sauce on his. And then of course the Monterey Jack. You will end up with something that looks like that. Grab a pepper. They're still very hot. A little hot sauce. You still have that crispness from the pepper, which I love. If you don't like that, cook them a little longer. Do what you like. I mean, it's your food. Experiment. Try something new. You never know. You might find you love it. Have a bite here. Oh, look at that. A little bit of everything. That is perfect. The pepper is cooked perfectly. It's got a slight crispness to it, but yet it's soft. The skin has not gotten to the point where it's tough yet. It's still with the pepper. You're getting the savoriness and the warmth from the spice blend we put in and the cumin and the chili powder. Oh, it's delicious. Hope you try it. If you do, share with it how it goes. Share with a friend, family. Hit that like and subscribe button. Follow along for more videos like how to make homemade stuffed peppers. Dinner is over, and now it is time to take care of all these leftovers. So what I like to do, make sure you have a freezer bag to avoid getting freezer burn. That'll help keep your stuff fresher longer. I'm going to label and date my bags. I'll just put the pepper right into the bag. Now you can freeze them as a single half pepper, or you can put 2 in the bag. We generally do 2. You want to make sure you let the air out of the bag. And then you have stuffed peppers ready for the freezer. And to reheat them, we'll just preheat our oven and warm them back up that way. Or you can warm them up in your air fryer or the microwave. I mean, whichever is convenient and quickest for you. We are going to save the remainder of our filling. I have a couple bags made up here for my filling. I take an empty cup, open my bag, stuff it inside there, and fold it over. Now the cup does 2 things. It helps hold my bag open so I'm not getting the Ziploc part caked with food. And 2, it gives me a rough reference for the amount of filling that I am freezing. I flatten out the bag the best I can, and then I let out the air and seal it up. So it looks something like this, nice and flat. And when I put it in my freezer, I will lay it down like this. And then when they're frozen, I'll stand them up like this to take up less space. The best way to get the filling out of the bag when you want to do a reheat is we'll do a light defrost in the microwave, generally somewhere around like 30 seconds to a minute, just enough to soften it so you can snap it. I mean, maybe you'll fill yours thin enough that you can snap it without the defrost setting. Once we've slightly defrosted it and got it all broken up, we put it into a microwave safe bowl and continue heating from there. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.